Excuse me, kicking off a video being all out of breath and sweaty, but just another update on my Aconcagua prep, and things are going really well this week. In the throes of a big training day today, just on just over half an hour on the assault bike, and I've got about a 2.5 to 3 hour session in the altitude chamber this afternoon, so got another climb between then and now. But yeah, things have been going really well. Got plenty of endurance in this week. Looks like I'm going to be hitting in the region of about 12 hours of total training this week, which is my biggest training volume week so far. But yeah, just enjoying it, working hard but not too hard, and turning up daily and just getting in what needs to be done. But yeah, feeling good. Anyway, I shall update you later, no doubt from the altitude chamber, unless I can think of anything more important between then and now. So catch you in a bit. Yo, so change of scene, less out of breath, less sweaty. Not had a shower yet though, but that's me. But it is going to happen, don't worry. Anyway, so one of the things with multiple training sessions in a day is recovery between sessions. It's really important, and there's a couple of things that I use to very good effect, just to help speed the process and make sure my muscles have got plenty of readily available fuel in the form of carbohydrates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you these here. So first one is this Torque energy drink. It's a performance energy drink. It's a pink grapefruit flavour. Tastes really refreshing and nice. So I'm about to have 2 scoops of that in 500 mils of water, which gives me about 6% solution, so readily and quickly absorbed. And I have that between sessions, but also during my longer sessions. So in the altitude chamber this afternoon, and we're having that. It's also got a bunch of electrolytes in it as well, so it really helps with the rehydration process too. Second thing that I like as well, especially when I'm in the throes of a big training cycle, is trying to bang in as many really powerful nutrients and antioxidants as possible, and I do that in the shape of this Good Green stuff by New Zest. It's one of the few greens powders that actually does not taste like complete and utter arse and swamp water when you mix it. It's got a little bit of a subtle minty taste, but it actually tastes pretty good. So I've been using that, and I'm planning on taking sachets of that out to Aconcagua when I go in January as well, because one of the things that you don't get out there is much in the way of green food and green stuff. So, and I really missed that last time. So really solid product there from New Zest. It's not cheap, but it is bloody good. And again, I'm going to have that post-workout as well, in addition to the carbohydrate drink. So when I get into the altitude chamber a little bit later today, which is going to be about 12:15, then I've got some good fuel inside me, ready to fuel the sort of 2.5 to 3 hour session of fairly hard breathing in the altitude chamber later. But yeah, the assault bike session really was just to add a little bit of tempo work in today, low impact, but allows me to get the heart rate up. And because the assault bike has got quite low gearing, it's kind of a bit more of a strength endurance feel to the legs, but without the impact of necessarily running. So I fancied a bit of that this morning, as I'm going to be on my feet this afternoon for a good few hours with probably around about 15 to 17 kilos on my back. So that's my rationale, but I shall catch up with you in the next clip. Ciao. Okay, here we are again. Familiar territory. 2.5 hour session today. 4,500 metres. Simulated altitude, just starting off, and going to be working up towards an incline of 18%. Boots are on, and yeah, just focusing on getting the breathing work done, getting used to the altitude, and building the base. So yeah, catch you in a bit. So this breathing technique I'm playing around with after seeing Mountaineer Extraordinaire Don Bowie climbing K2 or Annapurna, I think it was. Talks about breathing out against resistance to cause more of a opportunity for oxygen exchange of the lungs, slowing down rate of respiration and hopefully heart rate at altitude. So I'm nasal breathing in through the nose, and breathing out with a fairly closed mouth to obtain a bit of resistance to the breath, and ultimately on the pulse oximeter it's keeping my pulse rate down. So yeah, feeling good. Good to practice the technique. 4,500 simulated meters of altitude. We're going for just over an hour now. But yeah, feels tough going today. 17 kilo pack on. Still got the Alti boots on, Scarpa 8000s, and onwards. My view for the last 2 and a bit hours. It's not just a physical challenge, it's the boredom challenge as well. So another chamber in the session, another session in the chamber. Just coming to a close. I've done 2.5 hours today, 4,500 metres simulated altitude. Managed to keep the boots on, altitude boots on, for 2.25 hours today, which is my longest one. However, we're starting to rub a bit, but since taking them off, just hot spots, no blisters. Yeah, but managed the last 15 minutes at a 25% incline. So nice and steep, nice and slow, but yeah, feeling good. And another good strong session in the bag. Felt quite tough at times today, so just been stretching myself a bit with a 15 to 17 kilo Bergen, so a little bit heavy. 17 kilos for the first hour and 3/4, then 15 kilos after that. So yeah, onwards.